previous video, I discussed about different services which we can opt for, that is SaaS, PaaS, and AWS. And after that, I showed you some of the popular cloud service providers which can provide you this service. And then I included one more point there that AWS is the broadly used cloud provider, that is Amazon Web Services. That's why, as this is being broadly used, so this is our main focus. Okay, so why we are using AWS? First reason will be there are more than 200 fully feature services. Okay, so these feature services can be seen like this. Okay, just I'm zooming in for you. Okay, and these are the application services, mobile services. These are based on deployment and management. Okay, then we have application services. Then we have foundation services. You can see here databases, networking, storage and content delivery, compute, which I told you. So in compute, it is giving us Amazon EC2 and AWS Lambda. In databases, it is giving us DynamoDB and then RDS. In networking, it is giving us S3, okay, VPC, Direct Connect, okay. And in application and services and deployment and management part, it is giving us Code Deploy, OopsWorks, Cloud Formation. In analytics, it is giving us Kinesis, Data Pipeline, EMR, okay. And then you can go through all these, okay. So these are all those things, all those nitty-gritties, all those basic blocks which we were discussing over here, okay, in the beginning, which we were discussing over here: compute, storage, database, monitoring. These are all these things. That's why we were interested in learning all these things first, okay. This is the basic backbone to understand before getting into cloud. Then public, private, and hybrid cloud we read. Then SaaS, PaaS, IaaS, and then we are going. There are many vendors which are providing this. Uh, AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. Then AWS is the maybe very popular nowadays. That's why we are going into AWS. So one of the reason we are going into AWS, I gave you, there are more than 200 fully featured services. Okay, like this. Okay, so it is easy to use. So there are platform for every service ready to launch. Okay, so if you want to go with compute, you can directly start EC2 instance. Okay, or maybe AWS Lambda. Okay, then it is flexible. So you can use any programming language, any operating system, any database, any web application platform you can use. Okay, so you can use anything. Then it is cost effective. Okay, so how it is cost effective? So say uh, you are demanding EC2 instance for maybe 10 hours, so only you have to pay for 10 hours. Okay, then if you are demanding some storage, then you have to only you have to pay for that much of storage. Okay, then it is reliable. That's why it is being adopted globally, and then it is secure. Okay, then there is end-to-end encryptions and end-to-end security. Okay, so there are some of the features which can be seen as automatic manual security tasks they run, and you can scale it anytime. Okay, no problem in scalability. So when you scale some application or scale your product, then security is the biggest risk you have to go through. But if you will use AWS, there is it is covered. Okay, so no problem security. Then you can scale and with high performance. So with scaling, what comes is low performance. When you will scale something, mostly the performance will decrease. But in AWS, as your product will scale, then the related resources will be used. Okay, only then the related resources will be used. Okay, so that's the time. So that's why these are 6 or 7 points. That's why which validates the point that reading or understanding or learning AWS will be a good thing to do right now. Not Azure, not cloud, not Google Cloud. So this is the best example for you why we are not using Azure and Google Cloud platform. Okay, why we are only focusing on AWS. Okay, so this is I guess up till now you are well convinced about why we are using AWS. So in the next video, I will maybe help you in creating your account in AWS, and after that, we will start our practical session. Okay, and that's all for this video.